Well, I guess the Rotten Tomatoes score on this movie proves that Disney does not own the critics on that site. Nutcracker and the Four Realms, directed by Joe Johnston and Lasse Hallström. This movie stars Mackenzie Foy, Morgan Freeman, Helen Mirren, Keira Knightley, who's doing the worst performance she's ever done in her career in this movie, and Jaden, I don't know how to say this last name, so I'll just spell it, Fowora, who plays the Nutcracker guy in this movie. This movie is about a girl that is named Clara, played by Mackenzie Foy. Her mother has recently died, so she and her family are enjoying their first Christmas without her. You have a single father, you have the two daughters, the older sister is being played by Ellie Barber, and our lead character, Clara, played by Mackenzie Foy, who is the middle child of the family. And then you have the brother Fritz. And what happens in this movie is they're spending their first Christmas without the mother, and they get a couple gifts early on Christmas Eve, the last gifts that the mother has left behind for them. So the father is giving them out, and the children are saying, oh, this is not the way Mom used to do it. You could tell right from the beginning they loved Mother more than they loved the dad. He was doing the best he can without her since he's grieving for the loss of his wife and everything. And our lead character, Clara, is very smart. She's very good with mechanics and with clocks. She gets this egg from her mother for Christmas as the mother's dying present. But in order to open the egg, you need a key. And she's wondering, where is this key that she needs in order to open the egg? And she figures maybe her godfather, played by Morgan Freeman, has the key. The family are taken to this ball where they meet up with Morgan Freeman's character, and he has all the children in the ball go off in different directions, following different strings to the presents that he has for them. The string that Clara is following takes her to this magical land where she meets Keira Knightley's character, the Sugar Plum. She meets this Nutcracker guy played by Jaden Fowora, Captain Phillip, and we meet the supposed villain played by Helen Mirren, Mother Ginger. And what's happening is Mother Ginger has the key that Mackenzie Foy needs, and she finds out that she is this princess of this imaginary land that looks like something out of the Chronicles of Narnia or like Alice in Wonderland, and she's Alice pretty much in this movie. And she's got to defeat Mother Ginger, who is the supposed villain. Or maybe she's not the villain. You have to watch the movie to find out, and free this land from her, and that's pretty much the movie. Now, the trailers to this movie looked pretty good, but the scores for Rotten Tomatoes were not so good. The audience score is at 46%, only 46% of audiences like it, with an average rating of 3 out of 5. And the critics don't like this movie that much. I think only 30% of the critics from Rotten Tomatoes like it, with a 5 out of 10 for an average rating. That's not good. But I was still curious about this movie and I wanted to see it. And I have to say, yeah, it's not good. It is not a good movie. First off, I think this is the second performance I've seen from Mackenzie Foy. The first time I've seen her act was in the Twilight movies. but she didn't do that much in those films. She didn't show up to like the last movie, I think. And this movie, being that she's the lead, her character is such a brat in this film. I want the key! I want my key! That's mostly what she says in this whole movie. She's chasing this little mouse to get the key, and then she encounters the mouse being joined by a whole bunch of other mice, becoming one mouse figure, and it was called the Rat King, I think, was the character, which was a bit creepy, maybe a bit much for a movie that's a kid's film. Some of the other visuals look really freaky, like you got these living dolls that can jump in and out of each other. The guy that plays the Nutcracker, Jaden, he's pretty good in the movie. Morgan Freeman is wasted this film. He really doesn't get that much to do. He's basically kind of like the guide in this movie. Helen Mirren is also wasted in this film. She does the best she can with the material she's given, but her talent is wasted in this movie. And Keira Knightley, oh my goodness, Keira Knightley. Her performance was so annoying. Woo, I'm Sugar Plum. She talks with this high-pitched voice. Oh man, which was really cringeworthy. Some of the visuals do look pretty nice. The costume design is pretty good, but I really didn't like this movie. I wanted to like this movie because this movie looked kind of nice, and it's a Disney film and everything, but unfortunately it's not good. Maybe it's a little bit better than A Wrinkle in Time, which was a pretty bad movie, but still a bad movie. I recommend not seeing this movie. I'm going to give this movie a D. Don't see it. And that's all I gotta say for Nutcracker and the Four Realms. This movie's not good.